If only they knew what she does to their panties. Auntie Funke, where is my underwear? The question hung in the air like smoke. Rissy stood in front of the washing line, her face twisted in confusion. I washed two panties yesterday. Now I see only one. I kept my head down, scrubbing my blouse in the plastic basin. My heart pounded in my chest. She wouldn't find it, not in the bucket, not in the bucket under Auntie Funke's bed. Because I already knew what happened to it. And if only they knew what she does to their panties, they will never sleep in this house again. My name is Joy. I came to Lagos from the village when I was 13 to stay with my mother's cousin, Auntie Funke. She lives in a small two-bedroom flat in Moshi. One room was hers, the others were shared by three young women, Risi, Fadekemi, and Eno. I stayed in the parlor sleeping on the mat. Auntie Funke treated me like a house girl, even though she never said it. I swept, washed plates, cooked, and fetched water from the public tap every morning. The three girls worked during the day and in the evening. They gossip about life in Lagos, bad boyfriend, wicked bosses, stingy customers. But soon, another topic entered their conversation. Their underwear kept disappearing. At first, nobody noticed it, but then it became frequent. How come I wash 5 panties and see only 3? Fadekemi complained one night. Risi frowned. Same thing happened to me last week. Enon struggled. Maybe Breeze carried it away, huh? Nobody thought much of it, but I knew because I've seen it with my own eyes. The first night I saw her do it, I thought I was dreaming. It was past midnight. The room was very dark, except for the dim glow of a candle. I woke up thirsty and sat to drink water. Then when I saw her, Auntie Fuke was sitting with her leg crossed on the floor, wearing holy wrapper in front of a pile of panties. My throat went dry. I recognized them immediately. Reese's pink lacy pants, Enos blue cotton one, and Fadekemi red tongue. She picked up Reese's underwear, pressed it to her nose, and inhaled deeply. Then she spread it on the floor, took a razor blade, and cut the fabric into tiny pieces. I clamped a hand over my mouth. She placed the pieces in a small black bowl, poured a dark liquid over them, and began to chant. I didn't understand the word, but the tone of her voice made my skin crawl. I wanted to run. I wanted to scream, but my body refused to move. Something told me if she knew I was watching her, she would never let me go that night. So I stayed frozen in my mat, pretending to be asleep, while Auntie Funke did her ritual with their stolen underwears. That first time it happened, nobody connected the dots. Risi came back from work one evening, threw her bag on the floor, and sat on the bed, her face buried in her hands. What happened? Eno asked. Risi didn't look up. My madam sacked me. We gasped. But why? Fadekemi asked. Risi shook her head. She said, I stole money from the shop. You? Eno coughed. That is a lie. You're not a thief. Tears rolled down Risi's cheek. I swear, I don't know how the money disappeared. Her boss had fired her without paying. 2 weeks later, Eno collapsed in the kitchen. She has been losing weight rapidly, even though she was eating well. The doctor at the chemist said it was stress, but I knew better, and then the worst happened. Fadekemi woke up one morning completely bowed. All her hairs were gone, just smooth, shining scalp. She screamed when she saw herself in the mirror. That was when I knew this was Auntie Funke's doing. And I had to do something before she came for me next. That night, I stayed awake. I knew she would do it again. I waited on my mat, pretending to be asleep. At exactly midnight, she moved. I watched her. She sat on the mat, lighted a candle, and brought out the black bowl. She picked up a white panty. I recognized it. Fadekemi's panty. I held my breath. She dipped her finger into a bottle and sprayed something on the fabric. Then she whispered, "Your beauty will fade. Your glory will vanish. You will lose everything." My stomach turned. She has been cursing them. Their sickness, their loss of job, the badness. It was all her, and now I was next. I couldn't stay quiet anymore. Before she would start another chant, I jumped off and kicked the black bowl across the room. The panties scattered everywhere and the candle went out. Auntie Funke gasped, "Use this stupid girl," she hissed. I pointed at her. "What are you doing with your panties?" She froze. For the first time, I saw something in her eyes. Fear. I stepped closer. You did something to Reese's job. You made Eno sick. You made Fadekemi's hair fall out. She clenched her fist. And so what? She spat. I swallowed hard. "Undo it." She smacked and if I don't know, my voice was steady. And then I will tell them. She laughed. Ha 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 ha. You think they will believe a small girl like you? I turned and ran straight to their rooms. I banged on the door. Wake up, I shouted. Mrs. opened the door. Her eyes were still heavy with sleep. What is it? She asked. "It is Auntie Funke," I panted. "She is the one behind everything." They all rushed out and saw the scattered panties on the floor. Auntie Funke was still there, her face darkened with anger. "What is going on?" Fadekemi asked. I pointed at the panties. "She stole them. She uses them for juju." She turned to Auntie Funke. She opened her mouth. "Don't listen to her." But it was too late. Rissy grabbed the black bowl and dumped everything into fire. Auntie Funke let out a piercing scream. She fell to the ground, her body convulsing. We watched in a horror as she clawed her skin, her eyes rolling. Then she stopped moving. By morning, Auntie Funke was gone. She had packed all her belongings and vanished. Nobody saw her. Nobody knew where she went. But the strangest part was the sickness stopped. Rissy got her job back. Fadekemi's hair started growing back. Eno's health returned. None of them ever found out what Auntie Funke has truly been doing, and I never told them because some secrets are better left buried. But every night when the wind howls through the window, I wonder